Hey, how you doing, Scott? We played that 251 yesterday evening. You know, that 25 front pair was late coming out in 2022. It didn't come out till November. And now it's been hit 4 times since then. Because I was looking for it because the 25 and the 70 front pair hadn't failed. Good, glad to hear it, glad to hear it. We had when it fell in November 2022, that 25 came 250, 254, 257, and then it just hit 251. That's what I mean by the law average. The numbers catch up with themselves, and when you're hopping on and off them numbers, you don't know what's going on with them. Hello, hello, and welcome. How's everybody today? All right. If you're new to the channel, you can just say who you are. If you're visiting, and if you, like I say, this is mostly a question and answer live. So if you stumbled across the channel and you got some information that you'd like to know or something you'd like to know, like I say, with Pick Three at a Glance, I can explain it to anybody in 30 minutes. If you're a novice at it, then may take a little longer, but there's no tic-tac-toe, date sums, grids, flips, mirror different rundowns you have to know or remember for a simple fact. With Pick Three at a Glance, with the 22 numbers, we track all 1,000 numbers off of those 22 numbers and 22 columns. So you won't have to guess. What's up, Mike? Mike? Doing good. Glad to see you with us, buddy. So if you're here and you checking into it, and you a Pick Three player, you really want to try to learn this system. Hey, Miss Val, how are you? You can't call him Vice President. I hear you, Mike. I hear you, bro. But we all just take it one day at a time. That's enough calling for me. One day at a time. But with Pick Three at a Glance, like I said, we don't do the tic-tac-toes, the date sums, and because you're tracking all 1,000 numbers, then it allows you to see how the numbers really rotate and operate, and they basically have to operate with the law average. With 1,000 numbers, 365 days out of the year, like I always say, you're only going to get a third of those numbers, 365 out of the 1,000. So you're looking at, if you plan a set of 10 numbers every day for a whole year, you're going to get on average maybe 3 or 4 of those numbers exact. So that gives you something to look at. Well, me in a week, I don't really look at hitting in a week. I can go a month, 2 months, but I don't hit every week. Not with Pick Three at a Glance. My strategy basically is I come out better at the end of the year because I hit them hard enough when the numbers line up and I got my numbers and I'm saying I'm thousands ahead by the end of the year. So that's how I look at it. I don't bury myself and try to hit numbers and bounce off every week. There's no strategy out there going to show you what numbers are coming in the next day, or the next week or the next couple of weeks that I can see. Not with my tracking, and I've been tracking them a long time. The thing is you want to play responsibly and play consistently, Miss Val. But if you're playing, I look at it like, hey, Miss Shine, how you doing? I look at it like investing in the stock market. You know, you have your highs and lows, but with picture at a glance, you can really track and see what's going on with them because you know, you got a dollar bet, you get $600 on a bet. So, and then when I hit, I reinvest in my numbers that I know I'm playing. I know how to back off the numbers when they're not falling right. And then when I hit, I know what numbers to pick up. I'm not guessing. You see what I'm saying? When you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and tracking the 22 columns, you're never guessing your numbers. So if you stick with your numbers and working with the law average, they're going to hit. Just like I had 10 pairs that didn't fall last month. And I knew the pairs, and all I got now left is 2 pairs. And that's what I mean by building a skill set. And all the numbers run different in all states. Everybody's numbers not going to run the same. The numbers cross paths, but they don't run the same. You only got 1,000 numbers, so they can't do anything but cross paths. In order to know what's going on with those actual 1,000 numbers, Ms. Val, you have to track the numbers to see what's going on with them. Other than that, you're going to go down that rabbit hole of trying to jump off numbers and one day and hit another number the next day and have no earthly idea what's going on with those other 635 numbers out of the year. So that's kind of how I look at it. I'm thousands ahead at the end of the year. I can tell you that much if you want to know how often I hit a week. Okay? Because I track my numbers. And I used the triple H as an example. I knew at 8 hadn't failed all year on the back end. I knew triple H hadn't failed. I know I only play my triples pretty much toward the end of the year. Ms. Val, and that's what happened. I hit the 8s. I hit them pretty good. You know, I had other followers with me like Mike. He hit them also, and that's how I do it. I don't worry. I used to trace these numbers and try to follow these numbers like that. But it doesn't work. I find that if I stick with a budget and can play consistently enough, that I'm gonna come out ahead by the end of the year. You kind of get what I'm saying, Miss Val, Miss Val. So that's basically how I play. I play $7, $10, depends. And then when I hit, I reinvest in my numbers that I've already kind of searched and build a bucket list like that, and continue to it in the year. Like I have the 292 and the 992. It's the only doubles that I'm playing right now, and I cover all the pairs on that 292 and the 992, and I cover the 29 front, the 92 front, the 29 back, and the 92 back. So anything with a 92 come in, I automatically got it. So I reinvest in that 292 and that 992. And I know that 292 and the 992 ain't hit in about 3 years. I kind of do the long shot. I guess everybody want to do the numbers that hit the most frequently, but I don't win like that. I win by tracking the actual numbers and see what numbers are left by the law average. Well, I do hit, but I'm I don't want to say that I'm hitting every week because I don't hit every week. You have your periods, working by law average. But those numbers that I'm showing you, a lot of subscribers are hitting too. But no, I don't hit no 3 times a week with the tracking. But it depends on how you tracking and where your numbers are. You might, if you tracking the numbers, yours might line up where you could hit 3 times a week. I mean, I have hit pretty regular enough like that, but that's what I'm saying. You can't do that unless you're tracking. But it is not going to be a consistency like that. If I get the system where I can hit them 3 times a week, believe me, I'll definitely share it with you for sure. But I hit them regular enough. You will too. Just track. Just track. That's all I can tell you. You'll build a skill set. You'll start seeing those numbers. You'll see how they fall. Yeah. Good question. Glad to have you with us on it, though. Yeah. But I just want everybody to see that. Stay with your numbers when you pick them. Like that 2-5 fell November on the front pair by tracking. I track all the numbers, my numbers. Waited to November of 2022 to fall. And then on the front end, and the 7-5 hadn't failed on the front end, which is the mirror of the 2-5. I mean, the 7-0, I'm sorry, the 7-0 and the 2-5. And it fell in November, but it's been failed 4 times since then. Okay, so that's what I mean by tracking the numbers and seeing what they're doing. And then you'll hit them. Just like the 1-5 pair didn't hit February at all. And it's been hit 3 times this month. But all at a glance, you'll be able to pick all that up. All at a glance on all them numbers. You'll be able to pick them all up on them pairs, tracking the front pair, back pair, and single digits. And like I said, it takes you 5 or 10 minutes to mark it down. Okay, Mike, yeah. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Mike. Yeah, but like I said, my best months by the time I narrowed the pool down the numbers and tracked them are November, December, and January. Because I just know where all pretty much what the doubles on the columns have failed and the singles haven't failed. What mirrors of each one has failed and has not fallen. And what front pair and back pair. The single digits, they come into play, but not as big of a play unless I'm looking at picking up a number. But I do track those every month to see where they stand. Like right now, I don't think any double sevens that hit on the back from March so far. So if I'm playing a number with a 7 in it, I'm gonna make sure I put those double sevens on the back end, like that, like that. So that's pretty much how that works. All at a glance, you're looking at everything, says what's going on with the numbers, because they're gonna vary different from each year. Like I said, last year was a good year because they left a lot of numbers to play that I could made up and match. So yeah, last year was a better year. You might have been looking at some of those hits of last year. Last year was, I have to say, was probably one of my better years because they left a lot on the table for me to hit. And by them taking them, they took them all off pretty much this year. So I know this year is going to be a little different, but just a matter of waiting. Yeah, this year is going to be a little different, but it's all gonna be. I got my daily carries. I'll stick with those, and when they hit, I'll reinvest in those, and I'll know how to pick up the other numbers. And that's basically what you have to do. And you'll know too when your numbers when your months are going to be better. You'll probably know when if you study tracking, you know when your years are going to be better also. Yeah, because I knew 2022 was going to be a good year. I couldn't believe how many numbers they left to play for me. I just could. I guess the angels were shining on me or something, because I like, oh, I know they didn't just leave this number for me. I know they didn't leave that number. Yeah, but that's what you're gonna see. That's what you're gonna see. And that was for Missouri. So your numbers will probably be similar, but you'll study them. You'll see. You'll see. But I've tried to compare some of the other different rundowns and things to match them up to see if the tic tac toes. But I really don't see a lot. I've had a couple of subscribers try to show me some things with the tic tac toes. The numbers, they're made up, but you still can't see what the whole numbers are doing like you can on the 22 columns and tracking the front pairs and the back pairs like that, and tracking the single pairs. You just can't see it. I'm experimenting. I'm continually experimenting to see how to make pick through at a glance more effective and everything like that. So I'm not turning down any suggestions or thoughts or anything, because like I said, I don't want to be the brightest light bulb in the bunch. I like everybody to have their idea, because you don't never know where that one idea could come from that change things for you. Oh yeah, oh yeah, but yeah, since January. Okay, you've been tracking it since January. Okay, so you started. When did you start tracking it? Hey James, how's it going? Glad to have you with us. Well, you're so perfectly welcome, Eric. Thank you. Thank you for your support, and I appreciate it, and I'm hoping to make it better, and I'll make us all better winners. That's why I wanted to go live and get it out so everybody can learn the system. The wild ball, no, I wouldn't. I don't think it will do anything. Just track the pick three numbers. I don't think it's going to change anything, Mike, with that wild ball. No, it won't change anything um, that I can see. Yeah, business as usual. Because we just going with the 1,000 numbers, and they're gonna do what they're gonna do. The wild ball is not gonna. They're gonna probably do that wild ball separately. I would think. Yeah. And they talk. Let's see. Yeah. But starting in January, pick three number comes once a week with that combination. So that keep an eye out on your 9-4. You talking about Val? You say, well, they changing it up. They can't change. They can't. I don't know unless they just cut pick three out altogether, bro. Mike, they can't change that up too much, and they ain't gonna go to no pick twos. Oh, okay, yeah, that 9-4 of Miss Val. I see, yeah. Uh, if it's been a year, uh, wild ball stuff. I haven't kept up. I have to look at that on this wild ball stuff. I think that other states had it before us. But yeah, Miss Val, yeah, that for a year you're in good shape with it. It's been that while. I would keep playing it. I'd play the front pair, the back pair, like my 2-9-2 and my 9-9-2. Uh, uh, I carry, like I said, the fronts and the back pairs of those, and I carry two numbers, the 092 and the 192 that I know ain't been out in about 7 to 8 years for 50 cents straight. That's $300 if they come like that. Then I reinvest right back into that 92. I'm gonna carry that 92 all year because that 92 on the back ain't failed in 18 months already, and that's pretty long for my tracking. And usually about 15 months that a front or back pair don't show up, but for 18 months it's just around the corner. So I'm still investing it because it's gonna be working with the law average. So it's probably gonna fall back some more times. Okay. Yeah, Illinois. Okay, so that's how I do that. When they do show up, Ms. Val, stick with it. Don't jump off of it because it hit on your front and your back on them 9-4s. Okay, because by law average, it's gonna start catching up, and uh, um, like that, and then start seeing what if that 9-4 you say. Um, Front, you want to see if when the last time the 4-0, the 4-1, 4-2, 4-3 failed with it, so you can try to catch it straight and play 9-4-1 if it ain't been over a year since the 9-4-1 came out, or the 9-4-2, and made them up, so you can play it straight. Are you getting what I'm saying there? Oh yeah, I hear you. Illinois. Yeah. Like I played a little while in Illinois, like I said. Okay, good, good. I played a little in Illinois, but I didn't stay long over there. It was too much ripping and running for me. I mean, when they got it over Missouri. I just see you in the suit line. It was suit. All right. Yeah, just play. You got the numbers. Just play. Just come back. They gonna see you those suit line. Just come back. Just wait them out. Just wait them out. Cause like I said, with them playing all them daggone doubles, they trying to get everybody to start piling up on them triples on us. And they only not. I don't know. I've been watching, but so far they only did triple twos in Missouri midday. So we'll see. Yeah, just take your time. Say your duckies. They gonna line up for you. So when you catch them and got your duckies, you can. I'm still that 992 and that 292 Mike 9. And you know my daily carries are 160 and that 076 and that 574. So that's what I roll with. That's pretty much all I'm carrying right now. And like I said, the 092, the 192, like that. And then I play the 92 a couple of dollars on the back end. And that's it. Try to see how everything lines out. Yeah, you gonna wheel the 92? Okay. That'll work. Mm-hmm. Well, like I say, it depends on what you want to invest in. I would will it. I don't really will. I just do the 92 on the back end right now, and do the other two, the 09250 straight, the 19250 straight, like that. And then if I'll get it kind of either way it comes. So willing it is basically the same thing. If you straight, it depends if you play in a straight box or just 50 box. Right. Yeah. Yep. But I'm pretty sure it's a little bit around the corner, And I think I posted a couple of numbers for the year that hadn't been out, and uh, I think Michon had gave me some numbers that I did a short on that ain't been out on evenings for about 16 years or so. So I put those up. Yeah, that 24 is. The 24 is showing up. It ain't showed up on the back end. It's doing Missouri on the back end. Uh, yeah. Okay, good, Mike. Yeah, those ain't been out in a while. Hi, Wonder Woman plus five. How you doing? From Memphis. Glad to have you with us. Glad to have you with us. Have any questions? Anything I can help you with Pick Three at a glance? Uh, well, if you're a novelist at Pick Three, uh, I mean, novelist, you just starting or something like that. If you've been around a while, you might see my a couple of my videos or so. I have quite a few now that kind of explain the Pick Three at a glance strategy. But this is pretty much a question and answer, a live. Uh, who is it? All right. And thank you for visiting the channel, Wonder Woman plus five. Um, Mike, Renaissance. Got a few more people coming on. 165. Okay. It's in column 01606. This 165 is in column 5. And okay, Will, that's fine. Between 2 and 3. That 165. Well, like I said, that 15 Mike didn't hit 3 times already this month. It didn't play any last month. It could be hot. I would go with it if you feel that it might come, because it came already. Didn't the one that 15 didn't hit any last month, and that's off of, like I said, column 5, the 016. Yeah. Georgia at 343. Okay, yeah. Is anything I can help you with now, Will? 55? You've been running down the numbers? Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I've been there, done that, Will. That's pretty much how I came up with pick 3 at a glance. You see it after, but if you've been running them for 9 years, you understand the 1-1 rundown, and if you understand that and been watching my videos, you should be able to fall right in there using the law average. You just have to track back some data, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, I do, Mike. That thing drives me nuts. I don't know why they put that thing right there, that heart right there. And you can't scroll up so you can see what everybody is saying. I don't know who idea that was. Put a big old heart right there in the middle of the of the writing, you know, of the text. I didn't know if everybody else could see it. I'm glad I ain't the only one. I'm like, what the world? Why they put that thing there? Maybe they'll hear me and take it out. Or maybe enough people complain about it and they'll take it out. Because that's, you can't see what everybody's saying, or make it where you can see what's being said, you know. Yeah, yeah. I don't know who bright idea that one was. They must don't be on here or something. I don't know what that was all about. But it's a lot of things. A lot of my comments that I send to people, they don't get them, or the comments they send me, I don't get them in a lot of cases. That's why I try to tell everybody to email me or call me, other than use their comments, because I know I respond to everybody's comment. Yep, yep. I hear you. I hear you. But like I say, Mike, when you don't run it, you got to run around in it. I just work around it. I ain't gonna let it wear me too much. I just Maybe they'll get the word that it ain't a bright idea to leave it there. You know, people know what to do with these texts. If they don't know what to do with the texts and stuff by now, I think YouTube in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Or how to make a comment. They want to make everything easy and smooth for everybody, but you know, don't mess it up. Yeah. And I can understand. I mean, I'm like that. I'm always trying to make things better. So I guess I can't fuss too much, but I do at least try to make sure that you know within you don't know till you try. But yeah, that heart is right there in the writing. And they just did it, I think, about a week or so ago. But that 165, yeah, I think that's a good number, Mike. Really, yeah. Yeah. That's what I be doing. Yeah, you wait for and you can't. Now, if you could move the screen up and down, it would be nice. It would be okay. But you can't even move it. It just stays right there. That you can't see what that one word. It seems like it's right where that one word. You need to know what it is to know what's being said. All right. You got anybody you knew that needs any have any questions on Pick Through at a Glance? Like I said. Uh, Like I say, tracking is the key, everybody. And the numbers run different in all states. I know I've been guilty of trying to find numbers everywhere else too. But Missouri numbers run pretty decent. Missouri, from my tracking, I've been tracking them, and I don't really think they're doing anything. Uh, hi, hi, Trina. That's Trina. Okay. Yeah. Doing anything different. I don't see them doing anything different. But I think pick three. If everybody tracking, they'll catch them. They'll catch them messing with the machines and stuff. Hopefully, if they mess them up, they mess them in our favor. If you track it. But like I said, I put a link on all of my descriptions where the one guy that worked for the lottery rigged the lottery where he could win millions of dollars. Hi, Audrey. Glad to have you with us. Oh, good. Glad to. Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. I knew you would. Hey, I'm telling y'all, this is only the beginning. I'm telling y'all just don't know. Congratulations, Audrey. Congratulations. This is just the beginning, y'all. Trick three is the only one we can do this on. Yep. Midday. Okay, midday. Good. Yep. Them numbers will fall in place. I'm telling you, and you'll know it. You'll know you got the right ones. Yep. This is only the beginning, y'all. I'm telling you. I feel it. And it's only been 6 months, 7 months since I've started this channel. And a lot of people are letting me know they winning. A lot, I mean, yeah, a lot of people. Yeah. Helps eliminate the guesswork. Maybe when everybody start winning, we can go on an ocean cruise or something. All meet up and meet everybody. That would be my dream. I love that. Well, I love that to happen. Will Pitt, uh, it's like, yeah, that would be. I would love that. Yeah, all of us meet up, go on the ocean cruise. Yeah. Um, yeah, well, the picture at a glass system is easy. It's an easy rundown. All you're going to use is that one rundown on those 22 numbers. And the other ones are just going to be the sheets that I have for other strategies, and you just check them off and mark them. And yeah, just start tracking, like Mike say. Yeah, that's one thing you never learn to do is to track the numbers. Okay, so you mean you've been chasing the numbers to try to hit, but you never learned to track the numbers? You mean? I'm not. Are you familiar with the tic tac toes and the date sum and stuff like that? Will run down tic tac toe. Yeah, yeah. Hey Salvador, how you doing, buddy? Glad to have you with us. But once you get it, Will, it'll be easy. It's going to be easy. Uh, it's a simple. You won't have to worry about those rundowns and all that other stuff. And I'll give you as much time as you need, man. I mean, Will, 55. I don't know if you a male or female. I haven't talked to you, so I hate saying male or female. You're male unless you tell me. I would guess you're male, Will. But it'd be easy for you. And remember, these numbers ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere. So you have plenty of time to learn. Mhm. The only thing I say, Will, for the 1-1 rundown or things like that, when if you call me, have a pencil and paper handy. Have a pencil and paper handy. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, Mike. Be truthful with you, it wasn't in mine either. I just came up with it. It just came about. Cause like I was like everybody else too with the tic tac toe day sums and I think some of the people before I even started this was on YouTube long before, and I was following them. Okay, yeah. when you call, just have a pencil and paper handy, and I'll explain that 1-1 rundown. It's so simple and how to check the columns. And when you see it and write it down, it'll come to you like a light. $409, okay. Yep. Because the 1-1 rundown is the only one you're going to have to know and how to use it. If you're familiar with that, that's pretty much the ball game right there. Oh, okay. 940 came out 3 nights ago. So it's a repeat. We've had a couple of repeats here too. 028 came out on Wednesday one week, and the next Wednesday the following week. We didn't have as many as we did in February on those repeat. I hear you, bro, Mike. I hear you. For sure. It will teach you patience, for sure. You can be so sure numbers coming and they'll pop another one out. But like I say, that's you got to realize you're working with that law average. Yep. 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 When like I said, that 2.5 failed in November and it's been hit 4 times already up to March on the front end. Because the 7-0, them would mirror each other. Uh, 251, Salvador 251 came out last night in Missouri. And the day before that, 522, which was one of my numbers to be played, is the 522 because the 770 hadn't played. They mirrored each other from last year. That's what I'm talking about. You always have numbers to carry over to look at playing when you're building a bucket list from year to year, because the numbers have to rotate. And it takes about 3 years for those 1,000 numbers to rotate out from when you start tracking, pretty much. So that's why tracking is important. You don't have to guess your numbers. What, thank you. I have been very blessed. I've been very, very blessed. And I love sharing my blessings. I thank you, Will, for that. As long as I have my health and strength and the good Lord lets me have it, that's what I've been doing. It always come back, Will. It's always come back really good to me. I'm the oldest of 11. 3 sets of twins raised by my single mother, who went to school to be a school teacher after raising 11 kids and retired at 70 years old. So I don't have a complaint in the world. And I'm the oldest of 11. And I'm a twin. I have a twin sister. And all of us are real, real close. We couldn't help but be close, because we stayed in a pack everywhere we went. It was 11 of us. So yeah. Yeah. But I'm a blessed man. Chasing them dinosaurs, yeah. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. It's easy to explain my system. I can kind of see where it's hard for other people using the other strategies, because those strategies, the tic-tac-toes and all those different strategies, are kind of hard to explain. But my system is so simple and so easy. I guess that's why I got the courage to explain it and you know, uh, and do it like that. That's what made me want to get it out. The fives and you know the sevens are hot numbers. They're going to be sell. Fives are hot, but triples are always pretty much one or the other always sold out because people likes playing those triples. Now, Salvador, but my strategy pretty much with triples. Oh, thank you, Will. With the triples is waiting till the end of the year or 12 months to see if a triple ain't fail. And I play at the end of the year because you only like I said you only get three chances out of on the average out of the year to hit those triples. Because if you played all the triples every day, 365 days out of the year, on average you might get three or four of them for the whole year, and you only got one way to hit them. So I only wait till the end of the year to even think about playing triples if I play triples. Because they play, you know, it's they got the less chance of hitting than the doubles, and then you know, then your singles, which can come six different ways, you got a better chance. Doubles three ways, you got a better chance, and those triples you can just I don't roll with them. Okay, Mike. I'm glad you was on with me. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. I'll see you again, bro. I understand. Believe, been there, done that. Okay, so it say what month to play? What? Hmm. Let's see the MO. Salvador. Okay, Salvador, they got this heart. I like right in the middle of the screen. I guess you can see it, but I can't tell what it's saying. It ought to be a way to remove that heart. Oh, what amount to play? Uh, if I would the card is $5. You can play $5 straight box, or you can play $2.50 to 50 box. That's about as much as you want to play a day. If you just start and learning with the system. Um, I pretty much wouldn't do too much more than that a day. That's about what I play. I'm in between about $10 a day, give or less. That's about it. But I have my numbers that I play daily, and those are numbers I stick with till I hit. Unless I really see something that sticks out when I'm tracking, I'll try it for a while to see what it does until it comes, and you know, and then I'll back off. Now, when my daily carries hit, I'll go back and pick it back up because I know working with the law average, it should come out, Salvador. But I wouldn't about $6. If you're playing $6, you should do all right. But like I say, you're not looking to try to hit these numbers every day or every other day or four times a week. And nobody's got a strategy like that that's gonna work. And when you start tracking, you're going to see that. You're going to see that, and it gives you more time and patience to wait. But I know my numbers that I carried from last year. Okay, okay, two. All right. Okay, that sounds good, Will. I'll be looking for your call. But that's what I would go with. No, about $5 or so until you start tracking. When you see them hitting and the numbers you're carrying pretty much on a daily basis hit, you know where to reinvest your numbers in that you're playing on a daily basis, Salvador. But you don't need to play no more than that because you start trying to chase these numbers, they'll run you nuts. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. And it's hard. I'm not saying it's not easy not to chase them now. I know a lot of folks, but stick with tracking. And when you see those the pairs, the front pairs, the back pair, and the single digits, or you see something like I tracked One time, sevens didn't fall for 2 months on a number. I knew triple sevens was had to fall. I knew they had to fall that third month, and they did. And I hit them. That's what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? Sevens hadn't failed in 2 months in Missouri with no number. Front pair of seven, back pair of seven, no seven. I couldn't believe it. And that's the kind of stuff you look for. But you can only see that tracking. You don't see that with tic-tac-toe, they sung, Riz, flips, and those multiple different rundowns. You're not going to see that. It just ain't going to happen. It ain't going to happen. Only way you can see is tracking the actual numbers and tracking those columns. If you see a column ain't hit in 3 months and you've been tracking it, then when you do hit, you know to play the numbers off of that column and how to play the numbers off that column if you've been tracking them. Because everything's going to be laid out right there in front of you. Everything's going to be laid out right there in front of you. It's going to be simple. Now, I mean, it ain't going to be no cakewalk, but you're going to be able to hit. And like I say, I look at how I end up at the end of the year, and I've come out way ahead at the end of the year from playing through the year. Because I hit straight. I shoot to hit my number straight in Missouri. As a dollar straight is $600. So $2 or $3 or $4 or $5 straight is three grand. $10, $6 grand. See what I'm saying? So that's the strategy I use. That's why when my numbers don't fall, I don't worry about it because I'm tracking, I'm looking, I know what the numbers are doing. Like I know 15 didn't fall, the pair of 15 didn't fall none in February, but it fell 3 times this month. I'm not playing that, but at least I know what's going on with my pairs if I want to play a pair. Like that. But that's about what you want to do there. To play a card 50-cent box, that'd be Missouri is $2.50, or you play a card straight box, that'd be $5. Depends on your play and what you're looking at, and what your daily carries are. That's pretty much. And if you play midday or evening, I guess you can divide the two, $3 midday, $3 evening, or $4 or $5, however you want to do it that way. But that's what I would do. But like I say, I'm comfortable enough where I can play around, anywhere from 10 down. But like I say, I gave up a lot of bad habits. I don't smoke and I don't drink and I don't chase women. So I got a little extra change. Column 1 midday, no consecutive hitting in column 1 on midday. Hey, yeah. If column 1 ain't column 1 about due, then that's almost 90 days. Yeah, that's what I look at on midday. Yep. The longer a column take to hit, the more I love it. I be there licking my chops, man. I do. I be licking my chops. I be hoping it don't hit for my numbers come in. I be sitting there looking at don't hit yet, please. Just don't hit. Don't hit yet, please. Don't hit yet. I be licking my chops, boy. I do, and that's how I hit. And I play that column straight box normally, because the number's going to come out like that if it ain't hit in a while. Doubles or columns ain't hit like that, I be licking my chops, man. Yeah. Like waiting on a nice cake in the oven. Can't wait till it get out, or a turkey in the oven or something, or roast. When them columns take that long, within a year. Because you can watch it. Like I say, you ain't looking at just 10 numbers. You got to realize you're looking at 60 numbers on those columns. Each column represents 60 numbers. So that's 60 numbers ain't hit in 90 days. Or if it's 4 months, 120 days. I really start looking at the 2 months, 60 days when they don't hit. Then I got my eye on them for sure. The doubles can take 4 months for sure, because they got less odds of coming out, less chance. And like I say, triples, triple, I just don't even mess with them to the end of the year if they come out like that. I do mess with them at the end of the year if they now come out, if one hasn't come out. And I look to see what double hasn't failed that year. Double zeros on the front, double zero on the back, or just one of the doubles that haven't failed out. Then that gives me my double I want to play like that. But that's pretty much how it goes. All right. Okay, family. If there's no more questions, then I'll be looking forward to setting that for you at 2 o'clock. Now, if something happens where I don't pick up some, don't hesitate to hit me back, because I'll definitely be waiting on your call with no problem. Okay. Anybody got anything for me? If not, family, we're going to call it tonight. Appreciate everybody's time and support. And like I always say, okay, you'll call too, Evangelist. Okay, yeah. You gonna call me tomorrow, or you talking about tonight? Okay, all right. See you tomorrow. All right, family. Like I say, appreciate everybody. Play them till they come. Make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless.